Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your reading for April 2025, or whenever this video might find you. I trust that you're going to receive this message exactly when you're meant to. And we are going to start the energy of April off today with a little bit of an energy cleansing with some Palo Santo. If you are not here to smell the Palo Santo or to be witness to the smoke, the smudge from the Palo Santo, that is okay. I want you to trust that the spirit of Palo Santo is doing exactly what it does best. It is raising the frequency, raising your energy and the energy of your current environment. And that is a theme that's coming up a lot for all of the signs for the month of April, is the energy of your environment. So I'm going to encourage you, Cancer, to consider where might you be able to increase the energy in your environment. This is likely for most of you going to be your home, but if you spend a lot of time in your office or your car, it could be that as well. And just remember, the dark, dense, heavy energy likes to hide. It likes to hide in clutter. It likes to hide under, around, behind furniture, things like that. So being mindful of cleansing the energy. And if you're not using things like sage and Palo Santo and other herbs and plants that we can use to cleanse the energy, you can also consider something like agua de Florida water, bells, sound, things like that. And even visualization can be really helpful with cleansing. But again, this is a theme that's coming up for all of the signs this month, which is to cleanse the energy. Because think about it for a second, if you walk into a house and your energy is just, the energy of the house is not that great, it's going to affect your energy as well, right? So if we can cleanse the energy of our environment, that can really help facilitate our energy as well. Now, I'm going to be pulling some cards today from the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle. This is by Kelly Smith. This is one of my favorite decks. I call it my OG deck because I've used it the longest. I've used it the most. I've been coaching for over 10 years. I've been doing readings for quite a number of years as well. And that is the deck that I use the most. And I also call it my tough love deck because it does that as well. It does sometimes call us on our shit, and we need that. So that is a-okay. And then if you are hanging out for the extended reading at the end, I'm also going to be pulling some cards from the Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle deck. This one is by Shannon Kaiser. We've got the Romance Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, and we've also got the Pocket Animal Spirit deck as well here. This one's by Kim Kranz, and these cards we're going to be looking at in the extended reading. So all of the links for each one of these Oracle decks, as well as the link to join the extended version, is down below in the comments in the description. So if you're looking for any of these Oracle decks, you can absolutely find them. And if you're going to be joining us for the extended reading at the end, that means that you have access to the Sacred Self-Empowered Community membership, where we also meet on Zoom twice a month, every month. So it's a beautiful community and a beautiful opportunity for a little bit more one-on-one time in our group setting. So let's start off with the overall energy for the Cancer Collective for the month of April. Okay, and you're getting increase. So this card, it reminds us that you've already successfully manifested something into your life. You already have the evidence, Cancer, that you have manifested something that you can manifest. Sometimes we get caught up on our manifestations, like, oh, it's not happening, it's not working, I want this, and it's not working out the way that I wanted to or the way that I expected it to. But we don't give ourselves enough credit. We are manifesting every moment of every single day. We're either consciously manifesting what we do want, or we're subconsciously manifesting what we don't want. And we do that all the time. Again, we don't give ourselves enough credit. It's like when you expect, oh my gosh, the absolute worst is going to happen. And then it happens and you're like, see, I told you so. Well, you manifested that too. You did. You absolutely did, because it's not just thinking, oh, if you think about it, you'll bring about it. No. It's not just about thinking. It's that energy of expectation, of just full-blown trust. Like sometimes we full-blown trust that it's not going to work out. And then it doesn't work out. And we're like, see, I told you. If we could have that same belief that things are going to work out for us, then of course they're going to work out for us. Manifestation isn't just about, again, our thoughts. It's also about our our feelings and the energy that we're putting out there into the universe, as well as the action that we take. Because let's be real, our thoughts affect our feelings, right? And if we're thinking like, oh, this is not going to work out, then we're going to feel pretty crappy and we're not likely to take any action at all. But the flip side as well, which is also true, is that if we think like, okay, this is definitely going to happen for me, I'm so excited about it, that feels really light. We're way more likely to take action because we feel good and we want to see it happen. We want to see it come to fruition. The increase card says that you've already manifested something. So what are you going to manifest next? What more are you calling into your life? April is a beautiful month of new beginnings. We just had the astrological new year with the equinox. We're just coming out of an eclipse portal. Well, we're still in an eclipse portal. The portal itself closed, but we're in the eclipse cycle. So we've got this coming until the fall. There's lots of new beginnings happening here. So what is it that you'd like to call into your life, Cancer? There's an opportunity here for you. And I feel this one really wants to come out. I'm also getting obsession. Okay, this is perfectly aligned with what I was just talking about. Okay, so obsession. How can you get out of your head and into your heart? So if there's something that you're trying to manifest right now and you're like, oh my gosh, why isn't it working out? This isn't happening the way that I thought it would. This is happening the way that I want it to. You are creating a mountain out of a molehill, and you could be creating suffering for yourself because of that. And just like this card says, get out of your head and into your heart. Your heart knows exactly what is meant for you. Your heart knows exactly where you're meant to be, exactly where you're meant to go. Our head, we can kind of get a little bit lost in the manifestation because our head is where the ego is, our monkey brain, right? And what is the ego's job? To keep us safe, right? To keep us safe, to keep us nice and comfortable inside of our comfort zone, but nothing good happens or nothing good comes from inside of our comfort zone. So how can you get out of your head and into your heart? And this is a hard one for me. I mean, I'm a Virgo sun and a Virgo rising. We are always in our head. We are always in our head, over analyzing. And yeah, it can be a challenge to get out of our head and into our heart. So how do I like to do that? Well, by grounding. They call it calming down because when you go outside and you ground, it literally calms down the central nervous system. Here where I live, the weather is just starting to change. It's getting nicer out. It's getting sunny and there's no snow on the ground. It's warming up. It's not freezing overnight anymore. So going outside and putting your bare hands or your bare feet onto the earth can be so grounding, and it can really help us get out of our heads. Sometimes if I'm having a busy day and there's just so much on the go and I'm overanalyzing things, I'm starting to get anxious and overwhelmed and I can feel my energy rising. I'm like, oh my gosh, I go outside and I have a walk in the woods. Those walks in the woods to me are everything. It totally allows me an opportunity to get out of my head. Or if I have the time, I'll just stop what I'm doing and I'll get a bath in the middle of the day. I'll pour some pink Himalayan salts in there. It can be such a powerful energetic cleanser. And, you know, our energy cleansing practices, which I've shared a little bit with you today already about, can be really, really helpful as well. What else will help the Cancer Collective in the month of April, please? Wow, a whole bunch of cards want to come out here, but I'm just going to start fresh because I don't like when too many come out at the same time. It can be overwhelming with the messages that come through. So I'd like to really have a narrow focus here on what is the primary energy that will help the Cancer Collective align with your highest path, your highest purpose, and your highest timeline in the month of April. I'm getting creative projects for you, okay? So some of you, and look at that, it's investor number 22, okay? So that is a reminder that you're exactly where you're meant to be right now. You're exactly where you're meant to be. So if you're finding yourself in this like obsessive repeating thoughts, like if you find yourself like really stuck in your head in the month of April, really try to channel that energy into creative projects. So for some of you, I feel like this could be like in your home, like maybe you're redecorating a room. And since the energy of our homes came up earlier, I feel really strongly that quite a few of you will be wanting to like reorganize a room, redecorate a room, move furniture around, things like that. That can be a great way to channel your creativity. I feel like some of you are like me and you like to make like roller balls with essential oils and room sprays and face oils and things like that. Absolutely. I encourage you to harness your energy that way, channel your energy through your creative ventures that way. Or if it feels good to you, maybe even pick up, you know, pencils, pencil crayons, paint, and just let your creativity flow. You might sing, you might write, you might dance, but there's definitely an opportunity opportunity here for you to tap into that creativity. And this could be quite uncomfortable for some of you. You know, our creativity is all about our sacral chakra. Our sacral chakra is the second chakra. It's the home of our reproductive organs, our sacred sensuality, our sacred sexuality. So, you know, if you have any trauma around any of those areas, then it can be uncomfortable tapping into our creative energy. For some of you who are in business, this can be a beautiful month for you to create something new in your business. Like in my business, I create a lot of ebooks. I do a lot of master classes, things like that. You can find all those links at my website, which is down below in the comments. But for those of you who are in business, you may want to consider what can you be creating inside of your business in the month of April, because that can help you. Tapping into your creative energy can help you align with your highest path, your highest purpose, your highest timeline in the month of April. And I want to see, Spirit, if you can share with us, what is a challenge that the Cancer Collective may encounter? Okay, you're getting the journey. This part has come up for quite a few of the signs. So some of you are cross watchers. You might be watching for your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, anywhere else in your chart. You might even be reading for others as well, your loved ones. And maybe you've heard me say this already. The journey has been coming up for quite a number of the signs. So the journey reminds us that there is a lesson in every single one of our challenges. So whatever you're coming up against in the month of April, Cancer, this is a reminder for you that there's a lesson in this, okay? Nothing is happening to you. It's happening for you, for your spiritual growth. And I'll use that example of, again, the energy in our homes. So when my kids were young and I had just started my spiritual awakening, my house was a disaster all the time. I was embarrassed to have people over. It was so messy, let me tell you. When I think back to it, I'm like, oh my gosh, how could I handle that? Today, I get anxious if there's a mess. I like things nice and tidy. I like things to be exactly where they're meant to be. I don't even like that you can see my cup and my Florida water here right now. I'm like, no, that looks like too much. There's too much stuff. I like it clean. I like it tidy, because our outer world is a reflection of our inner world. So when I was going through that, it's like my house, my messy house, was reflecting all the chaos that was going on inside of me, all the chaos that was going on inside of me. And I wasn't cleansing the energy of my home, like ever. I didn't know how to smudge a home. I didn't know anything about energy management. I didn't know anything about energy hygiene, spiritual hygiene, anything like that. So my house was always like, as soon as I walked in, I was always like, oh, anxious. As soon as I walked in the door, I was like, it just doesn't feel good. It does not feel good. And I had to learn over and over and over again that lesson of, okay, if I do not manage my home, then I don't feel calm and centered on the inside. I didn't realize the two were so connected. And the universe kept sending me that message over and over and over and over and over again. And it took years. I mean, I've been on my spiritual awakening journey for 13 years. And now my house is always tidy and I'm constantly smudging. I train in Peruvian shamanism, and some of these shamans say that Westerners are quite disgusting because they consider energetic hygiene just as important as physical hygiene. So if we are not showering, it's the same as if we were not smudging ourselves. If we were not cleaning our home, it's the same as if we were not smudging our home. So for me, energy management has been a huge part of my journey. And there's something that you're going through too. And you are learning that whatever this lesson is that you're going through, whether it's feeling anxious as soon as you walk in your door, or feeling like you can't handle the mess of the house and keeping it clean, or whatever that challenge is for you, there is a lesson in that. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you so that you can evolve as a soul, so you can evolve as a spirit. That's what we all came here to Earth to do. All right, you'll have to let me know how that's resonating for you, Cancer. If you're liking this video so far, I would appreciate so much if you would hit that like button. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. I do these videos once a month, and I also have a lot of guided meditations on my channel and a little bit of exercise and nutritional guidance, as well as I do work as a spiritual life coach. And a lot of women come to me to help them learn to love themselves and love their bodies. Now, if you would like to join me on the extended reading right afterwards, you can find the link to join below, and I will see you over there. Otherwise, I will see you next month. Bye, Cancer.